put any money down on them because you're going to waste your money. It's not going to happen. There is one other challenge that kind of stacks itself on top of all of these. It's the old, you can't tell me what to do challenge. You can't force me to buy insurance. You can't place a duty on me. That doesn't come out of any of the structural provisions. It doesn't come out of commerce. It doesn't come out of taxing. It doesn't come out of spending. Quite often that you cannot tell me what to do argument is a substantive due process argument. If you're taking criminal law now, you will eventually study this problem, the problem of duties versus prohibitions. And you know what? This argument, too, has routinely been rejected throughout our nation's history. Like it or not, states and the federal government, too, quite often place duties on you. And you have to comply. And if you do not comply, you know what? You're going to jail. Taxes, right? If you don't pay your taxes, you're going to jail. And there are lots of historical instances throughout our nation's history. Go back to the early part of the 20th century when the Congress's commerce powers were limited by the Supreme Court. Congress used its taxing power to regulate narcotics and marijuana. So we had the Narcotic Tax Act and we had the Marijuana Tax Act. You could buy marijuana, you could buy narcotics. You simply had to pay a heavy tax. You had to report the fact that you bought them. Duty. And the Supreme Court said, that's fine. Congress, you couldn't use Congress to do it, but you can use your taxing power. You can use your spending power to do that. So there are too many historical examples for the Supreme Court all of a sudden today to say, you know what, Obama, can't do it. Now that would unravel lots and lots of programs. And I can't imagine that Justice Kennedy and or Justice Scalia are willing to do that. But what about the rest of the justices? Who do we have on the court now? Lots of replacements since the Gun-Free School Zone Act case and the Violence Against Women Act case. Rehnquist, who wrote both, is gone. Roberts now. What's he going to do? I think conventional wisdom is he's a replacement. He'll do what Rehnquist would have done. So the Heritage Foundation still has that vote. You probably got Roberts. What about Alito? Not as sure. Alito replaced O'Connor. She also voted with the majority in the Gun-Free School Zone Act case and the Violence Against Women case. But I'm not sure she's a wash. If you read some of Alito's stuff, he tends, I think, to give the federal government more authority than maybe O'Connor did. But okay, we'll give you Alito too, just in case. How about Thomas? You got to have Thomas. If you don't have Justice Thomas, who wants to go back to 1787 for some strange reason, I'm not sure why, because he'd be a slave if we did, but he wants to do that. You got Thomas. So you got 3 votes. What about the other side? Souter's gone, replaced by Kagan now. You've got, replaced by Sotomayor. Stevens just retired, replaced by Kagan. You still got Ginsburg and Breyer. Those are the 4 votes. There's no way they're going to vote in favor of the Heritage Foundation position. There's no way they're going to strike down ObamaCare. In the middle, that leaves us with Scalia and Kennedy. And quite often, it always comes down to Kennedy. I include Scalia here just because of his vote in Raich. He's back to the rational basis standard. You're going to have to get those 2 votes. And I don't think you can get both of them. You may get one of them, but you're not going to get both. So as a betting man, I just can't believe that this challenge to the Obama health care plan is going to succeed, either as a matter of precedent or as a matter of politics on the Supreme Court. It just is not going to happen. And you can take that one to Las Vegas. Thank you.